She can't watch her husband 247. If she doesn't trust her husband around family, imagine what's going to be happening if they have a house help. What if they have a house help, a maid in the house? What happens to that person? He goes out. Her husband goes out. He steps out of the house every time. She doesn't go out every time with him. So what happens to the other girls he sees? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for subscribing. And if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell because I'm very sure that you are going to enjoy this video. And thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate your presence here. So guys, like one of those videos again, here I come with a very interesting video, and I'm just going to go right in and read this out, and then I talk about it later. So let's go in. It says, my sister is a doctor and I am a nurse. We work in separate hospitals. My sister is working night shift today, so she wasn't sleeping at home. I am currently staying with her and her husband because my new hospital is close to their house. I was called in to work this evening too. When I arrived at work, there was a mix-up and I was not meant to work. I went back to my sister's place. I called her to tell her I would be going to her place. She kept mute on the call. When I got there, it was raining heavily. This was some minutes ago, 11:15 p.m. or so. I called the gate man. He did not pick up. I called my sister's husband. He did not pick up. I called everyone. Meanwhile, rain was beating me badly. My sister's husband called me to tell me that my sister said I can't stay in the house if she's not around anymore, and I should find shelter somewhere. Shelter around 11 p.m. I called her 6 times. She did not pick. It was still raining. I had to find my way back to the hospital. I had to find my way back to the hospital to sleep there. I paid so much money. I lost my ID card in the process. I called my sister and she said she doesn't feel comfortable with me and her husband at home alone because of the story she has been seeing on the roadblock. And I should understand. I was weak. No problem. I am sending this here because I am angry and disappointed at my own blood sister. That my own blood sister does not trust me to think I will sleep with her husband. God bless her. I will find somehow elsewhere to stay and go to work. Thank you. I am crying in pain and sending this. I hope your husband never cheats on you. I hope you can monitor his movements 24/7. Have a good evening. Wow. Okay. Before I go into saying any other thing, I would first of all want to say, I am not going to judge this girl's sister. In as much as it's a little bit harsh to leave her in the rain and all that, but then from my previous video, you guys would have seen what happens between sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws when one of the partners is not at home. And I'm guessing very much that her sister has come across some of these blogs, some of these things people post on the internet and all, that says like, I slept with my husband's brother, my sister-in-law is seducing me, I saw my sister-in-law naked. I have one of those videos, and she's like, no, I can't leave my sister at home alone with my husband. Now I get it, this is family, you're supposed to trust family, and I get that you're supposed to trust friends, even much more families, and especially your sister. I know the bond that exists between sisters. I also understand the bond that exists between family members, but then when there's a lot of things happening and maybe you have a problem or an issue with the way your sister might be behaving around the house, maybe that's why she did that. We don't know the full story. This is just her own part of the story. This is her side of the story. We don't know what her sister would say if she was to see this post and then reply. Maybe she would say things like, oh yeah, I watch her, or maybe I see the way my husband looks at her and I know that if I am not who my husband will try to make a move on her or something like that. It might not necessarily be that she doesn't trust her own sister, but maybe she don't trust her husband around her sister, and just for her to feel okay that, oh, I know nothing is going on, it's better if she doesn't come back home. I just think she would have just at least been nice enough to tell her over the phone when she called in to tell her, okay, I'll be going back home, there was a mix-up, I wasn't supposed to work this evening. She should have at least told her, just try and rent a hotel, don't worry, I'm going to send you the money. How about you sleep over at a hotel or a motel or somewhere, I'm going to send you the money or something. Just sleep over there, when I'm back in the morning, I'll call you to come home or something like that. Maybe she should have taken that step and not just keep mute, and her sister will go all the way home just to find that the gates can be opened up for her. That's where she went wrong though. So guys, basically I just think that it would have been nicer if she had just told her sister like, no, okay, don't go home, or even tell her over the phone about her insecurities, like, I'm not comfortable with you being at home alone with my husband. It's not like I don't trust you, maybe it's my husband I don't trust around you, all that stuff. Then just letting her get home and it was raining, that's just the very unfortunate fact. And from what she said, it was like 11 p.m. 11 p.m. is too late to even call somebody to say, can I come and stay over at your place? And it all has to also depend on the area where they were living. Is it easy for her to find somewhere else to sleep at that time of the night? I know I said at the beginning I'm not just going to go in judging the sister, but then I think her actions also weren't so nice. She would have just told her that thing would have made her not to leave the hospital in the first place, or maybe for somewhere else to go, than make her go home all the way and waste transportation, and she lost her ID card in the process. A lot of things. She could have even been mugged in the process. Maybe something bad would have happened to her while she was standing out there in the rain. All in the name of trying to protect your husband, or I don't know what it is, but then, why be with somebody that you don't trust? If you can't trust your husband around your family, that's crazy. It's a big deal. You can't have your sister stay over at a place when you're not at home. What's the point of her living with you? It's just better if you just tell her, no, find your own apartment, find somewhere close by, go live with a friend or a co-worker for a moment until when you find a place you can stay. Then get her to live with you. You accepted in the first place for her to come over and stay at your home. She's been living with you, she's been staying with you, and nothing. You didn't even share your concerns with your sister until it's late, when she had to tell you, okay, I'm on my way coming back. What would she have done? Okay, I just want to ask, what if her sister didn't even call her to tell her, sis, I'm going back home, there was a mix-up, I wasn't supposed to work? What if she didn't call her and she just went home like that? So she means to tell me that she would have called on the phone and tell her sister, where are you? Are you still working? No, I'm not working. I'm automatically, there was a mix-up. And then she will rush and leave work and go home. I mean, just like her sister said, she can't watch her husband 24/7. If she doesn't trust her husband around family, imagine what's going to be happening if they have a house help. What if they have a house help, a maid in the house? What happens to that person? He goes out, her husband goes out, he steps out of the house every time. She doesn't go out every time with him. So what happens to the other girls he sees? So if a man is going to cheat, if your partner is going to cheat, he will cheat. It doesn't matter even if you lock him up in the house. It doesn't matter where. I mean, people still, use eyes to still strip people naked. So, those stuff, I understand her, and I also understand her sister. But then, this is the world we live in today. We just don't know who to trust. We don't know who to rely on. We don't know who to allow to be around our family members. So, I don't know. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. And maybe write things you think the sister should have done instead of locking her sister out in the rain. Or maybe what she that wrote the complaints should have done instead of thinking her sister didn't trust her. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And don't forget to click the notification bell. Bye. I her brother-in-law's private is better than her husband's own, you know, stuff like that. And this is supposed to be a married woman. Oh my goodness. And then she's like, plot twist, even if she gets pregnant for the guy, that they have the same deal. So she's